Good evening. I'm Richard the New Engine, and this Christmas has been an eventful one, yet exciting one at best. As you'll see, I just got back from pulling a special train, and just in the nick of time too. But that almost didn't happen, for you see, we just had an unexpected visitor who almost caused a winter tragedy. If it weren't for me and my simple word to put things right, the Christmas spirit might not have come to Sodor. So sit back, relax, and let your host, Jubilee Productions, welcome you to the Sodor Rail Productions 5th Annual Christmas Eve Special. Coming home for Christmas.
Winter had arrived on the island of Sodor, and all of the engines of the Northwestern Railway knew what it meant.
I just brought back this last load of ballast for the rest of December. So this just means that the twin
are off the branch line and on the main. It's a good thing that the ballast trains aren't as heavy as last month.
Aye, Dougie's right. So you better not have too much fun while we're away, you two.
Laughed Donald and Douglas. The snow had come down a lot thicker than usual, and because of that, all of the mainline engines were required to use their snowplows. To some, it was annoying, but for Richard, he could hardly care less.
Thomas, did you hear the news?
I did, Richard. Congratulations on being selected to pull the NWR holiday train this year. I heard from my driver that the band you'll be pulling is Mr. C and Conductor Mayhem.
Well, I've never heard of them. Are they a good band?
Neither have I, but my driver swears they're a good band.
While Richard and Thomas were talking, D199 oiled past with a long line of trucks from the other railway.
What is he doing here?
That beats me, Thomas. I have no idea what he's doing here.
It was rather obvious why Spancan was on Sodor. While the rest of the United Kingdom's rail network was powered by diesel and electric engines, Sodor was still powered by steam. The Sodor and Northumberland Coal District reached an agreement to transport coal every winter to keep the engines of the NWR fleet running. Since D199 was more climated to the territories of the NWR, it only seemed logical for both railway companies to lease the peak 46 diesel for the entire month of December. This pleased almost no one, especially Gordon, James and Henry.
This is ridiculous! Why couldn't we ask the Bluebell Railway or the Engines of Roseworth to help us out?
At least they have diesels that are actually nice.
Do you think I want to be here? I'm only here to strengthen the relationship between Sodor and the mainland. All thanks to the lawsuit your controller filed against your owners.
It serves you right. Poor Pip and Emma were nearly fired because of your antics.
I said I was sorry.
Sorry ain't gonna cut it this time, Spam Can.
Said a voice. It was Mr. Melvin, and he was not happy.
Would you care to explain to me why Vickerstown Bridge is broken?
That's impossible! The bridge was working fine when I passed through it.
Then why did the bridge operator call to inform me of the situation that you have just imposed upon Sodor? Sir, how did the bridge get damaged in the first place? Apparently, something flew off D199's train and got caught in the bridge's gears. Now the lift bridge can't even lift. The workmen are currently trying to fix it, but I doubt it will be in time for the NWR holiday train tomorrow.
Thanks a lot, you rust bucket on wheels.
Hey! It wasn't!
Can it? Just can it?
What's going to happen now?
Well, until the bridge is repaired, Spamcan is stuck here for the time being, and the NWR holiday trade is put on hiatus.
The engines were horrified.
Are you out of your mind? Don't trucking way! Nope, I'm not doing it. Nope, you can't make me. Nope.
For once, I agree with Spamcan. No trucking way. It's bad enough we have to deal with the aftermath of this issue, but now we've got to work with him?
Well, Gordon, like it or not, it's going to happen. I will let Richard know about the situation. Spamkin, see the yard manager, and do whatever work he has you. That's an order.
With a turn on his heel, Mr. Melvin walked away, leaving angry glares from the three big engines directly at D199. News soon spread about the Vickerstown Bridge closure, and the mainline engines were the most upset about this.
Look at him.
Complained Diesel.
He's been sitting there for about an hour since he got here and hasn't moved a wheel.
Oh, well, did he do anything besides just slaying in the sheds?
No! All he did was shunt his train in the middle of the yards and move over there. I'll admit, I may not like working with steamies, but he's a disgrace to all of us.
Diesel said as he oiled away to arrange Spancan's train. Richard couldn't help but take note on the engine's complaints surrounding D199. Whether it was...
Spancan, can you take the next train for me, please?
Can't! That's under your railway's insurance policy.
Look, D199, I just got back from the long train to Vickerstown, and you are in the only available spot left in the shed. Can you please move, or better yet, help out the other engines?
Oh, I really wish I could. But as you can see, I just got comfy moving from the yard to here. I think I'm supposed to take another train to Vickerstown. Would you mind taking it?
Listen to me, you overgrown lump of trash metal. Here on Sodor we work and help everyone, not sit around and wait for a job we like.
The only way I will ever work when you steaming scrap irons is if you touch me with those square buffers and drag me along the Great Western Rails, you gremlin!
That can be easily arranged.
Later on, D199 was being rude to the Scottish twins.
You there, Scots! Can you help me find my way off this miserable island? You have snowplows for it.
Who do you think we are? Your servants?
Hey, we've got our own work to do, so go figure out how to leave Sodor yourself. Or go down in a river for all we care.
Soon enough, everyone had reached their breaking point. An indignation meeting was held at the sheds later that evening.
Spamcan is ruining the tranquility of the railway during this season.
Mr. Freeloader Grinch is barely doing any work.
Just about an hour ago, he threatened poor me.
He even asked us to help him clear the track to Vickerstown for him to escape.
It's his own fault for doing the bridge in the first place. How can he not comprehend that?
I say we go on.
What is it with you and strikes, Gordon? We're not doing that. Not when the railway depends on us.
Besides, I think you all should look at yourselves and what you've become. This is no way for a Citrian to act, especially when we have guests on Sodor.
Snapped Richard.
Yes, D199 may be a diesel. Yes, he may be mean to us at times, but as a host, it is our job to make sure that he feels comfortable and safe. Poor lad must be homesick from being away from the mainline for so long.
All the engines looked down at their buffers, knowing Richard was right. Unbeknownst to them, in the corner of the yard, D199 had overheard everything. Early that morning, Henry woke up to fetch the flying kipper. As he puffed out of the shed, he noticed that D199 was rolling swiftly along with the flying kipper in tow.
Good news, old boy. You get to sleep in today and not pull the kipper this morning.
How come?
Seems like Spam Can's pulling the train today. According to this email the back controller just sent us. I'm surprised. I thought he wouldn't be pulling it at all.
Henry was shocked, and so were the other engines. Spam Can had seemed to turn over a new leaf. He helped Gordon up Gordon's hill, complimented James on his paintwork, helped Diesel shunt around the yard, and even took Bear's next train when he was called elsewhere.
I don't get it.
What caused him to change like that?
Maybe the ghost of Christmas past is a contributing factor.
Nah.
More exciting news came to light when the Vickerstown Bridge was finally repaired, which meant that...
Oh, this is great news! The NWR holiday train is being prepared as we speak! I'm not sure we should run tonight. My driver checked the weather, and there's supposed to be a snowstorm that's coming soon. Oh, well, I'm sure I can manage. Besides, I have my snowplow involved. There is no doubt in my mind that I should be fine for today's train.
Richard said, who was more than confident that nothing could go wrong. The Northwestern Railway holiday train soon made its successful stops along the main line, from Holtrel to Elsbridge, to even making a small stop at Abbey on the Pilgodred branch line.
Oh, this is the best Christmas night ever!
He said, however, that wasn't to last. At Croven's Gate, the snow started to fall. By the time Richard had left the station, the snow had gotten worse. Richard struggled on, but as soon as he approached the signal near the dual tunnels, he stopped.
Maybe Lydia was right. The snow's too much for me to push. And we can't go back, unfortunately,
said Richard's driver. All Richard could do was wait, but not for long.
Oh, help! Help!
D199 soon oiled up alongside Richard with a long heavy goods train bound for the mainland.
Are you stuck, Richard?
Oh, indeed I am. This Christmas tree needs to head to Vickerstown, then to Barrow and Furnace. But as you can see, I'm stuck. Can you please help me, Spam Can?
The mainland Diesel pondered for a moment. He wanted to get home as quickly as possible, but swallowed his pride and said,
I will push the snow up in front if you can add my goods to the back of your train.
You've got yourself a deal there, Spam Can.
And so it was arranged. Richard coupled up to the front of D199's train, and D199 began to clear the snow in front. During the journey to Vickerstown, Richard became more curious to why D199 bothered to help him.
What's with the sudden change of mood, D199? You're never like this.
What are you talking about?
I mean, when you first arrived, you weren't doing anything but being lazy. And now you've, been really useful. What changed?
Your words at that little indication meeting. You are right. You Sodor engines treat me somewhat fairly, and I just took it all for granted and ruined your holiday. I just wanted to go home, and I didn't think to ask if you all needed help while I was stuck here on your island. I know you'll never forgive me, but I'm truly sorry.
Richard was surprised. D199 had never apologized before.
Oh, it's only Christmas, D199. Apology accepted.
Richard said as they approached Vickerstown. Richard uncoupled from both of the trains and watched as Pilchard took the Northwestern Railway holiday train beyond Sodor, and D199 with his goods train to Barrow. Before he left, D199 called out to him,
Merry Christmas, Richard! And please don't tell the other diesels about this. I don't want them to think I've gone soft in the radiator.
Richard couldn't help but chuckle.
And there you have it. Spam can learn that you need to be kind to everyone here on Sodor. And even if it was just this once. And I learned a lesson too. Always watch out for who's eavesdropping in on your conversations.
Oh, would you look at the time? I've got to get the flying kipper.
Oh, but on behalf of the NWR Futures gang here, and SRP himself and the staff, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.